Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to MaxSpeedTV. Tonight, the Salt Flat IROC Series rolls into the North Carolina region to head over to the famous Rockingham Speedway. And it's going to be one interesting battle here tonight because this is the one of the final events here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Only 2 races remain on the schedule right here at Rockingham. And then next week, we're going to round out the season at Pocono Raceway. While we're talking about ending the season here, let's take a quick moment here to pull up your Salt Flat IROC Series point standings because things have started to shuffle here towards the end of the season. Jamie Leach still holds down the top spot here. He has a 14-point lead over Robert Duvendak, and then it's another 10 points back till he finds Cody Levitt, who sits there 24 points out of the points championship hunt. Cold Day, the teammate there to Jamie Leach. So you got 3 teammates inside your top 4 here, all within 26 points of each other. That's Cold Day. That sits there 4th in the points championship hunt. Sitting there in the 5th spot, though, you got Jason Dobbs, only 46 points back, and right on his heels for that 5th spot going to be Matt Grobelny, who's 47 points back. And you got a little bit of a jump back to Tim Smith, who sits here 69 points back in 7th spot. Danny Valenzuela, though, 1 point behind him, sitting in 8th. Donald Bennett, who I'm not sure if I see out here in lobby tonight, he sits 9th in the points with his teammate Josiah Millen, sitting there 10th. Colton Farrow is 11th here in your point standings. Dwayne LaPrade is 12th. William Crossland is 13th. Doug Ungari 14th. Jeff Bergner not in attendance here tonight, but does run 15th in the points. He'll probably lose that spot because the man right behind him in the point standings here, Craig Schwartz, is here tonight. Craig is 16th. Timmy Valenzuela 17th. Skylar Brown, who did have the fast time there for a moment, finds himself 18th in points, with Michael Whitaker 19th and Orlando Rivera 20th. So with just 2 races left, it's kind of narrowed down to just the 4 drivers at the top of this one. That's Jamie Leach, Robert Duvendak, Cody Levitt, and Cold Day. Those 4 drivers are most likely going to be the 4 that wander in next week to Pocono with a chance to walk away as the champion here for the Salt Flat IROC Series season number 1. So we're keeping an eye on that, how that plays out here tonight between those drivers. We got 3 minutes here left in your practice session. Looks like 18 drivers have logged in here tonight to take on Rockingham Speedway. Coming up next here on MaxSpeedTV, going to be qualifying here for the Salt Flat IROC Series, Racing for a Cause, late model series coming up here tonight yet. Tomorrow night, the American Pro Mazda Cup Series out here on MaxSpeedTV, and the Upstate Racing League Dirt late models. You can catch that tomorrow night right here on MaxSpeedTV. Looking at your practice times here, Josh Taylor got a quick time out there, and he's holding it right now over the 38 of Cody Levitt. Skylar Brown still sits there 3rd. Jason Dobbs is 4th. Craig Schwartz, last week's winner, sits there in 5th. Timothy Smith, though, has the 6th spot with Jamie Leach in 7th. Orlando Rivera is 8th with Michael Whitaker 9th. Josiah Millen rounds out your top 10 here in practice with quick times. There you see Josh Taylor out here. Got to thank Josh for all the service that he does, as he is part of the United States Army. Retired, I believe, so we thank Josh for all his service as you see him coming down off the track with just about 2 minutes left here in your practice session. We're going to step away. We're going to get our national anthem played, and we'll be right back here in Rockingham to bring you all the live qualifying action for the Salt Flat IROC Series.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ram ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying, as you see, just about to begin here from Rockingham. A couple drivers. Let's see who's going to be the first to take to the grid. It looks like the 62 here of Colton Farrell going to be the first driver to wander out here onto the track. No blue commitment cone here tonight from Rockingham, as you see Colton Farrell rolling down Thunder Alley here, the back stretch for Rockingham. Colton Farrell having a good run last week and then kind of falling off at the end of that one. So he's kind of looking to rebound here tonight to see if he can get that 62 back up towards victory lane. Kind of a rough year here for the 62 of Colton Farrell. He does have one win on your season. Does not find himself, though, inside the top 20 coming into tonight in your points championship hunt. So he's looking to possibly make up some ground here and get himself back. Oh, sorry, he does. Reading the wrong script we have here. Colton Farrell does find himself sitting right outside the top 10. He sits 11th in points. It does look like we have a late entry here into tonight's race, as Colton Farrell does go P1 on the board, and he's quickly passed by that man right there. Josh Taylor takes the 01 machine, and he goes straight to the top of the board where he was in qualifying. We do have the 31, as you see Josh having a little issues off turn 2. Turn 2, I was told, is going to be the spot tonight to watch out for. Let's see where Craig Schwartz comes across the board. He comes across the line, goes straight to the top of the board here on his second lap. So Craig Schwartz going to take over the top spot with a 27.649. So a new quick time out here in qualifying. Number 40 here of Josiah Millen, who runs in your 10th spot in points here. Part of the Keystone Motorsports team that involves the number 31 of Donald Bennett, which is the late entry, as Josiah goes second quickest on the board with that number 40 machine. Josiah Millen looking for one of his best starting spots of the season. Right now has the 40 in the second spot. Let's see what he can do here on lap number 2. See him coming through 3 and 4 there. Let's see as he comes off turn 4. Where is he going to slot in on his second lap? A little bit slower that time by for Mr. Millen. Millen goes with a 28.064 in his second lap. Let's take a peek in here on his teammate Donald Bennett out here in the 31. He's all oranged out, got the orange hair and everything. Tune in next week so we can tune in next week and you can hear us get a word in with Donald Bennett before that race from Pocono Raceway. But let's see where Donald Bennett's going to go here in his first complete lap here from the Rock. He goes 12th on the board right now with a 29.463. Cody Levitt coming on strong here in the late goings for the Salt Flat IROC season. Has a win from the Charlotte Roval and then backed it up a couple weeks ago. Let's see where he's going to slot in. Looks like this is his get up and go lap, so not going to get the time in just yet for Cody Levitt. Cody Levitt, one of those drivers, like we said, normally likes running road courses. Found himself practicing more and more on the Roval with the street stock probably than anybody else, and it really showed with him walking away. I believe it was about a 50-second lead Levitt had at the end of the Roval race that these guys had, as Levitt goes second quickest on the board. He bumps Josiah Millen and everybody else back one spot He goes his first lap with a 27.692. But Levitt also finding a little bit of a niche on the short track series here. See him really down close, maybe a tire width off that yellow line as he came through turns 3 and 4. Cody not able to better his time on his second lap. Now there's only one other driver out there on the track, and that's going to be Cody's teammate, the number 37 here of Cole Day. Cole Day has a handful of short track wins in his day, and well, it's only a mile length track here. Throw this classified under the short track category, so Cole Day, look for him to be towards the front. His first lap, he went 8th quickest, and that was with a 27.965. Let's see where he comes across the board here on his second lap, and he should be the last qualifier here tonight. Cole Day, as you hear him shut it off, he goes a little bit quicker. He's able to jump his teammates. He goes 7th quickest on the board with a 27.912. So that'll wrap up things here for qualifying with just about 9 seconds. Let's walk you through your sponsors here for tonight. Sim Necessities. Anybody looking for a button box or any kind of cool little gadget for your sim rig, head on over to Sim Necessities, and Matt Grobelny, who's in this race here tonight, could hook you up. Team McMullen, your premier VA lender, and also your Victory Lane Celebration sponsor, Team McMullen. Next Level Racing coming on board here with the Salt Flat IROC Series, along with Elfod Motorsports, Little V Books, and the Jordan Hem Racing Team. Those are your sponsors here for tonight's race, as these guys are just starting to grid up here. See if we can walk you through your starting lineup as these gentlemen are starting to grid up here. Your Next Level starting lineup. Little V Books Pole Award goes to the 02 here of Craig Schwartz. He'll start there with that highlighter yellow machine right alongside him. Cody Levitt in that 38 machine. Starting third, going to be the number 40 here of Josiah Millen. And how about the 01 of Josh Taylor having a good qualifying run here? He'll start fourth. Fifth, going to go to the 62 of Colton Farrow. The 04 of Danny Valenzuela will roll off in your sixth starting spot here tonight. Seventh starting spot, going to go to the 37 of Cole Day, and right alongside him, going to be his teammate here, the 88 of Jamie Leach. Starting ninth on the grid here tonight, going to be the number 4 of Matt Grobelny, and how about the new guy, the 99 of Darrell Calder? He's going to start 10th. 11th place going to be started by the 00 here, the shocking Doug Ungari. Watch for him tonight to put on that wow face. And how about the 97 here, William Crossland, starts 12th. The 05 here at Timmy Valenzuela going to roll off in the 13th spot, and right next to him, the orange hair fella, the 31 of Donald Bennett. 15th going to be the 73 here of Skylar Brown, and right next to him, the 000 of Timothy Smith. Michael Whitaker going to start the 707 machine, 17th. Orlando Rivera is going to start the 54 in 18th. Starting shotgun to the field, racing Jason Dobbs Griffith in that 985 Go Vols Nation car will tag the rear of the field. One pace lap to see if we can get some heat into the motor, heat into the tires here for the IROCs, and then we're going to set them loose here on the 1 mile little high bank bumpy track called The Rock. And there is the pace car down and away, which means we will go green flag racing, and there it is. The green flag is waving for the first time here from Rockingham, and what a start it is. Everybody 2 by 2 headed down into turn number 1. As everybody heads into turn 1, it looks like your first 3 going to single file out. Right now, Josh Taylor has the 01 machine stuck on the outside, and that is not the place to be as he is losing positions left and right. He goes from the 4th spot. Now he's going to be shown in 6th. He has I believe we have a spinner back here. Danny Valenzuela and Doug Ungari getting together, but they spin down off the track here on lap number 1 going into turn 3. It looks like we will stay green flag racing. No quick repairs here for the Salt Flat IROC Series, and Danny Valenzuela, who started in your 6th spot, now finds himself running 19th here on the field. There's a little bit of a pass. There goes Skylar Brown coming around the 88 of Jamie Leach. Jamie Leach was right in that little scuffle there between Valenzuela and Ungari. Looks like that 88 machine is pretty good, though, so he'll fall into the 9th position and try and ride this storm out. Oh, looks like almost 3 wide racing back here. Darrell Calder, though, back here battling with Crossland and Timothy Smith. Smith started towards the back of the field here tonight. Look for him, though, to probably be working his way through the field, as right now he still runs in your 12th spot. But that's a battle right there, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Throw them all under a blanket and see who's going to come out on top, because here comes Michael Whitaker in the 707. There you see it looks like Darrell in the 99 with the green rims kind of sliding up the track just a little bit. As it looks like Crossland and Smith going to go to the inside here on Darrell. They're going to try and get around him before turn 1. It looks like Darrell goes high, almost scrapes the outside wall. He's got to watch out because here comes Griffith, and here comes, it looks like that's going to be Orlando Rivera in that blue 54 machine residing out of the Puerto Rico island. Orlando finds himself running 13th right in front of Jason Dobbs. Let's go back up front because Cody Levitt has taken over your lead here from that 02 machine of Craig Schwartz. And as they all battle it out, here comes the rest of the field. Josiah Millen still hanging in the 3rd spot, but how about the 62, Colton Farrell, running right there in 4th. Cole Day, though, looking to the inside here down the backstretch. Cole Day goes side by side. He has the inside advantage. I was talking to these guys. They think it's an inside track, and definitely watch off turn number 2 as Cody Levitt still leads here tonight. That's going to be his 3rd lap led. As Cole Day works to the inside of Farrow, here comes Josh Taylor. He's trying to find his way back around Farrow as he lost that position in the early going. He should be able to make that pass as he works down to the inside, slides up the track just a little bit, but he's going to have the forward momentum off turn number 4. He's going to start to inch ahead little by little. There you see it, Josh Taylor starting to, now it looks like off 2, he will clear the 62. Let's go back here just a little bit because Macro Belney here in the green number 4 machines battling with the 88, that deeper, darker dew. Points leader here with the neon yellow rims. Look at Jamie Leach get a little bit loose there off the apron. Saw him put those left side tires down there and just wiggle the car just a little bit. Grobelny probably had to check up, thought he was going to start coming up the track. Both those drivers are VR drivers, so they're able to kind of just peek to the right hand or peek to the left hand side, and they're able to see one another out there on track, but they're going to go single file. Jamie Leach will take over that 8th position, see if he can start working back towards the front here. Let's go back up front here because it's still going to be the 38-11 once we cross the line here. The number 02 of Craig Schwartz and Millen running right there, right on his back bumper. 8 laps in the books here. 6 of them have been led by the man out front, Cody Levitt. The other 2 have been led by the 02 there, the neon yellow highlighter machine of Craig Schwartz. Millen there just kind of lurking, has a good line through turns 3 and 4. Got a momentum run there just a little bit. Looked like he was able to get through the center of the corner just a little bit better than Craig Schwartz as he closed the gap just ever so slightly. You see him as they come off turn 2. Craig Schwartz got a good run that time through 1 and 2, and they are literally, the first 3 cars, literally bumper to bumper. There is no room for error between your first 3 cars. Look at all of them. You got 3 Skittles up here at the front of this one, and it's going to be Cody Levitt, though, back to the line once again. You see the sun starting to peek out of the clouds. Track temp right around 90 degrees right now when the sun comes out. Cole Day still hanging back here in the 4th spot with that 01 machine here of Josh Taylor right on the heels of him. As look at Josh. Josh has a good line there, holding down onto the yellow line as he comes around the corner. Inside spot's going to be the way to be here tonight as these guys are really finding that out here early. Let's take a little bit of a checkup and see where Danny Valenzuela is running. Danny right now started in your 6th position, made contact with Doug Ungari. Both those drivers dropping towards the back of the field. There for a moment, Danny Valenzuela found himself 19th. Right now has worked his way up to the 16th spot. Doug Ungari, who started 11th, so a little bit farther back than he wants. Oh, Timmy Valenzuela having issues coming off turn number 2. That 05 machine bouncing off the wall, trying to gather her up. Not sure what quite as Timmy Valenzuela going to go around here, as I think he's having some kind of connection issues maybe. I believe that was the 31, though, of Donald Bennett that came through there. Let's see if we can go back here on a replay and see if we can find the in-car camera with Donald Bennett. Oh, there you see the onboard camera with the 31 of Donald Bennett. Not what he was trying to do. Timmy Valenzuela pinballing off the wall. Bennett thought for a moment that Valenzuela was going to go low, and unfortunately it didn't happen. So Bennett now has a lot of damage to the front end of that 31, and he runs in the 18th spot here. Let's go back up front, because here come your leaders. They are still battling it out here on lap number 15, nose to tail. It's a 3-car breakaway, and then there's a battle back here. The 01 of Taylor has now got the inside here on Cole Day. As actually that pass has already happened. If we hit the right buttons, ladies and gentlemen, we can bring that to you live. There's the live view. Taylor is out in front of Day. And it looks like Taylor there is going to use Bennett as a pick, so Cole Day not able to get around him. This battle back here for your 4th and 5th position between these two drivers is just about a second and a half behind your 3 leaders who have pulled out. And you got a little bit of a gap back here to Skylar Brown, and Skylar Brown in the 73 started towards the back of this field, 15th starting spot tonight, has now worked his way up to 6th, and he is really setting some good times out there all by himself. So Skylar Brown on the hunt here to try and run down your leaders as he sniffs the draft coming down Thunder Rally there off the number 37 of Cole Day. Gonna start getting a little bit closer ever so slightly. See the gap really coming down quick, actually. Skylar Brown is starting to really reel in Cole Day. It's going to be a 3-car battle here for your 4th, 5th, and 6th position in just a moment. As there you see it. Now Skylar Brown is about half a car length off the back bumper of Day. It's one thing to get to the guy in front of you. It's another thing to try and even pass or attempt to pass once you get there. Let's see how Skylar Brown's going to be able to handle Cole Day, or if Cole Day is calm, cool, and collective and able to hold that 37 machine to the inside lane and not allow Skylar to get around. There you saw a good turn number 2 there for Cole Day as he was able to get onto the back there of Taylor, but not able to do anything with the run. Taylor's going to slide up the track. Can Cole Day capitalize off turn number 4? Doesn't look like he was able to capitalize that time because he had to defend just a little bit there from Skylar Brown, who started to really get close to the back bumper of the 37. Still green flag racing here. 19 laps in the books, working lap number 20, and there it is. Cole Day going to make a little bit of a bobble. That's going to allow Skylar Brown to look to the inside, down the back. Is he going to be able to get him in turn 3? Cole Day leaves the hole open just a little bit. There's some daylight there. Skylar Brown sideways through 3 and 4. Skylar Brown in that 73 green machine back here, a little bit sideways coming through the last corner there. Lost a little bit of momentum, but he'll gather her back up. Let the tires cool down just a little bit, and then they will go back at it. There you see it coming down the backstretch this time, though. Skylar Brown got a good run off turn number 2. He'll go to the inside here on Cole Day, so Skylar Brown now will take over that 5th position from Cole Day, as Cole Day thought for a moment like he was going to be able to cross over Brown. Brown really held that 73 down to the inside lane there. Kind of took that line away from Cole Day. So now Skylar Brown's going to set his sights on the number 01 there. Oh, Taylor, who's in the fence coming off turn 2. Taylor's going to lose a lot of momentum. That's going to give Skylar Brown the inside. So now Brown, here comes Day. They're going to both pass over the 01 of Josh Taylor there. The car looked like it just got a little bit loose there for Taylor coming off turn 2, and the outside fence he found. He's going to be able to stick right there, though, with these guys if he can cool those tires down and just get back into a good rhythm. So now it's Skylar Brown 4th, Cole Day 5th. Taylor there runs in your 6th spot still. Let's check back up front here because your leader still nose to tail, but now it's Craig Schwartz. We missed that as those guys were battling back there, but Craig Schwartz just one lap ago getting around Cody Levitt. So now it's Schwartz out front, Levitt 2nd, Millen still hanging on there in your 3rd spot. These guys up here have just been jockeying positions back and forth. We got a caution out there on track. Looks like the 31 of Donald Bennett is sitting on his roof here. Well, let's go back and take a peek here on your MaxSpeedTV replay and see what happened here. Looks like there goes the 05 there of Timmy Valenzuela. Valenzuela is 4 laps down. It looks like he was in pit road not too long ago to put fresh tires on that machine. Oh, Bennett just making contact with the turn 2 wall and flipping down the backstretch. Nobody else involved in that one, so Bennett going to go up and over and find himself on his lid. See if we can go on board with that number 31 here. So Donald Bennett carrying our next level racing onboard camera. Going to go up and over on lap 25. Let's see what your leaders do here as pit road is open. All of them going to be coming down pit road. Going to be led here by the 02 of Craig Schwartz. Cody Levitt also coming down. There you see it. Looks like everybody but the lap down car of Timmy Valenzuela coming down pit road here under our first yellow. Going to be interesting to see if anybody misses their pit stall, because see a couple of these guys are parked right here on the corner. So Craig Schwartz, Cody Levitt, Millen, Skylar Brown were your top 4 coming in. Cole Day was 5th. Looks like everybody was able to hit their pit stalls pretty good. He's going to be quite a long stop here for these guys as they've been in their box already for 10 seconds. They got about 15 seconds more before they drop the jack. Probably right around actually the 22-second marker we'll see these guys pull out. You see everybody dropping the left-hand side. A little bit longer stop than a lot of these guys probably expecting. There we go. Craig Schwartz is down in the way. Cody Levitt, Josiah Millen. It's going to be a race off pit road for the 4th spot. It's going to be, it looks like Skylar Brown. No, Cole Day's going to nose him out. So it's going to be Schwartz, Levitt, Millen, Day, then Brown, your top 5. So working our first caution here of the evening. Top 5 at the top of the screen here after 26 laps in the books and your first round of pit stops. Let's see, maybe we can get a word in real quick with the 31 here of Donald Bennett. Donald Bennett, you got a copy as Roger up here in the MaxSpeedTV booth.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Donald Bennett, it looks like you got a tore-up car here, my friend. Tell us what happened there as we saw you get into the wall off turn 2.
I've never turned a lap at this track. Unfortunately, I didn't get any practice time in this week. Coming into this track, I was a little worried because, again, I've never turned a lap. And car got a little loose. I hit the inside wall, came up, hit the outside wall, really tried to hold it down so I wouldn't take anybody else out. And as far as I know, I did not take anybody out, so I'm happy about that. But I think we may be done for the night. I got 40 minutes of repairs I got to get done, so.
Yeah, 40 minutes of repairs not going to probably get done here tonight as the field comes past you. But, my friend, sorry to hear that your car is all tore up here tonight. Your orange hair matching the orange car. But I guess good luck next week at Pocono, as I believe we'll be talking to you next week before that one's over.
Yes, sir. And I'd like to just say good luck to my teammates out there with Keystone Motorsports.
Well, there you heard from Donald Bennett. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the evening that he wanted as we go back live here to the front of the field. There's your running order up there. Craig Schwartz going to take the inside here on the restart. Cody Levitt's going to be put to the outside. Millen's back to the inside. Then it's Day. Then it's Skylar Brown and Colton Farrell. That's going to start behind those gentlemen. So we're getting ready here for our restart on lap 29. 100 laps the scheduled distance. We had a great long run there. Everybody started to bunch out, but now we're going to bunch him back up and go green flag racing again. Now these drivers have a couple of laps together on the track, and there it is. Craig Schwartz got a great start. Cody Levitt, Cole Day, and Millen, second, third, and fourth right there. Your battle, though, going to be with Millen and Cole Day. Millen has the inside lane. Can he stick the number 40 down there and come off turn 2 with that third place? Right now, it's Cole Day by just a nose. That is the 73, the green machine there of Skylar Brown's trying to push Millen into that spot, but it looks like Cole Day is going to win out the third position. So right now you got Schwartz, Levitt, Day, Millen, Brown, your top 5 here after one lap back to Green Flag Racing. Here comes Timmy Smith. He's looking to the inside on Jamie Leach, and he's going to actually, it looks like that's Jason Dobbs back here, Jason Griffith. Either or from, you fans out there, he goes by either or, Griffith or Dobbs right there in the 985 as he's coming back up through the field. And that right now runs in the 10th spot, looking to try and get 9th from Michael Whitaker. There's Mac Robelny right there. Josh Taylor losing a bunch of spots on pit road, maybe getting a little bit of damage fixed on that machine as he now runs outside your top 10. He runs in the 11th spot there in that gray car. Dobbs, though, in that orange one, going to be able to take away the 9th position. Now there's a battle up here. Here comes Colton Farrow looking to the inside on the number 40 here of Josiah Millen. Millen running the high lane, and then Tim Smith also. So he's going to lose the spot to Farrow. Now it's Smith right on the back bumper of the 62 to the inside of the number 40. And now Smith's going to try and make it to the bottom here. All but 3 wide racing here from Rockingham. Millen going to give way on the top side, but that's going to open the door then for Jamie Leach. So it's Tim Smith now trying to work over, though, the 62 there. So the aqua blue car rolling side by side with the 62 of the red machine of Colton Farrow as they go down to the corner. The inside lane, you see it there, is going to prevail once again. Farrow going to fall in line, though, right in front of Jamie Leach, so he'll hold on to the 6th spot. Josiah Millen, though, and Jamie Leach still battling it out for the 7th and the 8th spot. It looks like Leach's inside lane will take over that position as Josiah Millen going to look to cross it over a little sideways for Millen in turn 1. Might open up the door. Oh, almost contact. Millen scrapes the outside wall coming out of 2. Big moments there coming out of turn number 2 for Josiah Millen in the number 40 as now he's going to lose another 2 positions. He's going to lose the 8th spot to Taylor and then the 9th position to Grobelny, and now here comes Michael Whitaker. So Josiah Millen goes from running in your 3rd starting position here on the restart. Now finds himself backing up and almost finds himself outside the top 10. Here comes Mac Robelny. He's going to look to the inside on Taylor. That's the battle for the 8th and the 9th position. Mac Robelny coming off turn 2. Looks like he's going to have the position just the battle behind them, too. Michael Whitaker going to leapfrog over Josiah Millen. Here comes Jason Dobbs. He's going to try and take the position away from Millen. Millen's just kind of stuck on the outside, and it's going backwards. A big wiggle out of the 97 there of William Cross and Orlando Rivera, 2 teammates back here battling it out. Look like Orlando Rivera, they're going to back out of that one, going to allow William Crossland to take back the position. Crossland really sends her down into turn 1. Here comes Doug Ungari there. Underdog racing into the outside wall. Doug Ungari making contact with the outside wall. Mac Robelny, though, leading this little bit of a charging pack. That's the 8th position for Mac Robelny. Here comes Jason Griffith. He's going to go to the inside on Michael Whitaker down into turn 1 and 2. He puts the left side tires on the yellow line. He gets a little bit loose. Griffith trying to hang on to that 985 machine, and boy, what a ride he almost just took. Millen had to check up for him. Let's go back out front here, though, and check on your leaders. Craig Schwartz is your leader. Cody Levitt is running 2nd with Skylar Brown in the 3rd spot. Cole Day finds himself about another half second back, a whole 1 second back from Craig Schwartz running in your 4th position, and then it's a battle back here. Timothy Smith in the 000 and the 62 of Colton Farrow have exchanged blows back and forth, swapped the position back and forth, and right now, though, it's Smith out dueling the 62 machine there of Farrow. Jamie Leach, though, your points leader, hanging on there to the 7th spot. Up front, it looks like here comes the number 73 of Skylar Brown. Brown looked to the inside for a moment on Cody Levitt. He backed out of it, let Levitt have it. He'll mount another charge, and look at it, he can close there off turn 4. Cody Levitt defending to the inside lane here. Doesn't want Skylar Brown to get around him because that's the battle for the 2nd spot. It looks like he's going to force his way down there to the inside. Here comes Skylar Brown around Cody Levitt. He'll give up the 2nd position. Now Skylar Brown runs 2nd. Can he run down and make up the half-second gap there to the highlighter yellow machine that you see just out in front, the 02 of Craig Schwartz? Only time will tell if he's able to battle back. Skylar Brown still sitting there about a half-second back off the bumper there of that man. Craig Schwartz, he's found himself out front for 21 laps right now. Let's take a peek back in the field here because Jamie Leach has now caught that 62 machine. Okay, they're starting to spread themselves out. We're working another. It looks like we've been out there for 15 laps under the green flag conditions. So just about, not quite. Either way, glass is half full, glass is half empty. Just about reaching the halfway point here tonight. Working lap 41 out of the 100 laps scheduled here from Thunder Valley. The Rock, as they call it. Unfortunately, Rockingham no longer on the NASCAR schedule. But, ladies and gentlemen, rumor has it Rockingham could be making a comeback as they are under new ownership and trying to get some funding from the state to help them try and revamp the racetrack. Not only just be a racetrack, but possibly be a concert venue and holding a couple other events there. It would be interesting to follow that news, as it looks like Skylar Brown here in the 73 is starting to chip away little by little. Finds himself about 4 or 5 car lengths back right now off the back bumper of that yellow machine. As we got a caution out on track, the exciting Doug Ungari. Looks like the 00 machine has a little bit of front end damage. So we're going to have to go back here on the MaxSpeedTV replay and see what happened to Doug Ungari, as he was running about the 11th position, I believe. As though possibly not far enough back for us. Let's see if we can go a little bit farther back, as he ran right in front of the 97 there, William Crossland. Crossland was in the 13th position at the time of this yellow. Looks like Doug Ungari just coming off turn number 4 there, getting a little sideways, and with no grip out there on the track, Doug Ungari's going to find the outside wall coming off turn 4 there onto the front stretch. So that's what's going to put us under caution here. On lap 42, Doug Ungari goes around in the 00. And it looks like it's going to be pit road time here once again for our leaders. So with everybody down pit road, it looks like not quite sure what happened, but I believe the number 40 of Josiah Millen might have a little bit of difficulties, or something has gone wrong with Millen, because he was in pit road before everybody else. There you see your leaders, though, coming down pit road, hitting their pit stalls. One gentleman going to stay out there. It's going to be the 04 here of Danny Valenzuela. He's going to stay out there. We're not quite halfway, he says. He'll stay out there. He'll take home a point for leading a lap. If he stays out there one lap, we'll have to catch the timing and scoring. There drops the jack for Craig Schwartz. He's out of the pits. Here comes the 38-11, and it's going to be Skylar Brown, Timothy Smith, Cole Day, Colton Farrow, Jamie Leach, Jason Dobbs in 9th, Mac Robelny coming out of the pits in 10th. All those drivers will move up one position once that guy that's out front leads a lap, as he's going to pull her down pit road here, so he's going to have to hope that he can get to the start-finish line before the rest of the drivers get around him. And there's Craig Schwartz. He's just kind of moseying around out there trying to save as much fuel as he can. We'll see if timing and scoring gives the lap lead to Danny Valenzuela here, as yes it does. Danny Valenzuela is going to lead that lap, but now that he's in pit road, yes, now that he's in pit road, he will obviously lose that position. So lap 45 here under caution. Let's see, maybe we can get a word in with that man. Let's see if we can find out where Josiah Millen is out there. Josiah Millen, you got a copy? Roger here in the booth.
Yeah, I got a copy.
Josiah having a good day. You had a good starting spot, and right now it looks like it all threw out the window there for the driver of the 40.
It all started on that last restart. I kind of bobbled a little bit, got stuck on the outside, and just pretty much got freight trained. And then I was battling hard with Josh Taylor, and just a racing incident. He thought he was clear, and I mean, I guess I should have maybe given a little bit, but it happens. So my night's pretty much done.
Well, we kind of missed that on the replay because it showed us that the 00 of Doug Ungari brought the caution flag out, but both you and Josh sitting in pit road here with substantial damage. You going to be able to get the 40 out there on track? Because I know you guys are in the championship hunt, I believe, for the team points.
I got I got 8 minutes of repairs, so yeah, I'll be back.
Well, it's an unfortunate night here for the number 40 of Josiah Millen after he had such a great qualifying attempt and a great run going. But right now, him and the 01 there both find themselves in pit road. So we're keep an eye and see if those drivers are going to come back out here onto the track. But it looks like the lights on the pace car are off. We should go back green flag racing. Right now, we only have one retiree out of the race. That's going to be the 31 of Donald Bennett. got the word that he has loaded the 31 machine onto the hauler. He's going to head to Pocono International Raceway, his home track, for next week. Tune in next week to get a word in with the driver of the 31 before the race. But Craig Schwartz going to lead us back to green flag racing here. Cody Levitt to the outside. Skylar Brown going to start there in the second row in the green car. And Timothy Smith to the outside in the aqua blue 000 machine. Pace car about to come down off the track, and there it goes. We're just waiting on the green flag, and there it is. Craig Schwartz going to hammer back to the throttle. Cody Levitt not coming back to the throttle that fast, as it looks like he's going to have to now battle with the 73 there of Skylar Brown as they go down into 1. Down into turn 1, they're 2x2 for the second, third, fourth, and fifth position. It's going to kind of break up there. Skylar Brown going to get the second position. Cole Day going to take away third, and now Cody Levitt stuck on the outside, just like Josiah Millen was just a handful of laps ago on the last restart. Levitt now going to look to possibly there it is. Tim Smith going to take the fourth position. Cody Levitt going to fall back to fifth. Jamie Leach is sixth. And then it's a little bit of a battle back here between Orlando Rivera, Colton Farrow, and Jason Dobbs. That's the battle for the 8th, 9th, and 10th position. Don't forget about the 97. How about that man, William Crossland, trying to come to the front. Just having a silent night. Kind of being quiet back here. He'll pounce towards the end of this one, but right now finds himself just outside the top 10, running in the 11th spot. How about that beat-up Underdog Racing 00 Doug Ungari? Never say die. He is out there right now, still humming around the track, running in the 12th position. Go back up front because something happened there. Skylar Brown took over the lead going down into 1. We missed it. Skylar Brown going to be now your leader here on lap 49, as there's a gaggle of cars just behind them, and it's a one heck of a battle. 3 teammates, 3 purple cars going at it. Cole Day has it. Cody Levitt wants it. Jamie Leach is like, boys, what are we doing back here? Right now, Cole Day, though, going to take the position. Cody Levitt kind of losing a little bit of momentum there coming off turn 4, but they're just kind of settling it out right now. Out front, Skylar Brown from the back to the front. That man has come halfway through the race here, this time by who's going to lead at the halfway point. Craig Schwartz trying to get to the back bumper there as Skylar Brown not going to do it off turn number 4. He closes the gap, just not good enough at the halfway point. The leader here tonight, 73, Skylar Brown. Timmy Valenzuela bringing the 05 machine back down pit road, so that's going to leave 15 drivers on the lead lap. And look at the battle, is it starting to intensify here for the lead. Here comes Craig Schwartz down the backstretch to the back bumper of Brown. 2 brightly colored. Oh, a big wiggle that time in the middle of the corner. Craig Schwartz hit that little bit of a yellow line down there, and it shot the 02 up the track. As these two battle out front, though, the man right behind them, the 000 of Timothy Smith, says, hey, go ahead, guys, battle it out. Wear the tires out. I'll be there in about 10. As they're still nose to tail coming down the backstretch. These 2 drivers, 2 dirt track drivers, 3 dirt track drivers, when you really look at the timing and scoring right now, find themselves up front. Skylar Brown, Craig Schwartz, and Timothy Smith. All guys that like to hang it sideways on occasion. On occasion, that means this is really the only asphalt league that these guys are out here running. They like to play in the dirt. 410s, little dirt midgets. Sometimes they even like to hang out in the street stocks on dirt, but right now tonight, here on the asphalt, they're still hanging it sideways. Let's take a look back through your field. I believe there's a little bit of a gaggle. There it is, the 62 here of Colton Farrow looking to the inside of his good old buddy here of Matt Grobelny coming off turn number 2. Colton Farrow going to take the 9th position. Matt Grobelny going to hang on to the 10th spot. As here comes Grobelny looking to possibly get back to the back bumper, give Colton Farrow a little bit of a shot, but Colton slides a little off turn number 4. Grobelny had to check just a little bit. And right in front of them, though, here comes Jason Dobbs. He's going to go to the inside here on the 54 of Orlando Rivera, but he's not going to have the room. Orlando's going to pull a power move around the outside, as when Dobbs there had to kind of check up, that allowed Colton Farrow there to jump to the inside down the backstretch. Into turn number 3, they're going to go side by side. Who's going to have the advantage, the inside lane or the outside lane? We'll find out off turn 4. Side by side still. Matt Grobelny thought for a moment maybe about shooting the gap and going 3 wide all 4, but he elected to not do that. So we're going to stay green flag racing. As green flag Flag racing. Oh, Dobbs going to really start to push that time off turn 2. That's going to allow Farrow to get around. Here comes Grobelny. Grobelny possibly looking for the 2 for 1. Not going to have the momentum there going into 3. Exciting racing we have here tonight from Rockingham Raceway, and it's coming from all over the track. You name it, it's there. Cody Levitt has worked his way around the 00 of Timmy Smith right now. So right now put Levitt in that 38 deeper, darker dew purple car, sitting in your 3rd spot. So he breaks up the dirt convention at the front of this one. But Craig Schwartz still shadowing the 73 here as Skylar Brown around the track. Skylar Brown coming across the line to lead his 10th lap here from Rockingham. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there tuning in tonight here, either on YouTube or over on the iRacing.com page, we welcome you here to the little track from North Carolina, Rockingham Raceway, here for the Salt Flat IROC Series tonight. Halfway through this one, and it's a battle at the front still between the 2 dirt track drivers here of Skylar Brown and the 02 of Schwartz, as they've been this way for it looks like possibly the last 16 laps. These drivers have been nose to tail around this track. See, just a little bit different lines each of these drivers are running. Skylar Brown a little bit higher once you get through the middle to the center off. As this time, though, it looks like they're going to both run pretty much equal lines, except that time through the middle of the corners. Craig Schwartz, though, going to get a little bit of that apron there and slide the 02 up the track. Coming here to work lap number 60. Still going to make at least one more pit stop if my calculations are right. You can make 40 laps on a tank of fuel here tonight, so we will see one more pit stop if we stay green. Possibly look for these guys probably to run maybe about 20 more laps before they bring her down pit road. Is really close that time through 3 and 4 there for Craig Schwartz, really onto the back bumper. That just shows you how much confidence the 02 driver has in his driving skill, that he's able to put the back bumper right up against Skylar Brown's, and he knows that Brown's not going to overreact. He's going to be able to hang on to that machine. Oh boy, close racing at the front of this one. No other battles right now going on through the track. Timmy Smith, though, is still hanging right there with Cody Levitt back there for 3rd and 4th position. But they're not quite racing, as they are nose to tail still, too. So you got a duo out front and a duo right here for 3rd and 4th. Let's check where Jamie Leach is. Jamie Leach and Cole Day, 2 teammates, nose to tail also. So you got, it's a 2-car breakaway at the front, and then it's a 2-car tandem there for 3rd and 4th, and then it's another 2-car tandem for 5th and 6th. Well, while we're at it, let's just check 7th and 8th and see if they're nose to tail. Now, Orlando Rivera has about a half-second gap back to the driver of the 62 of Colton Farrow, who runs in your 8th position. Matt Grobelny's running 9th. And then rounding out your top 10 right now, William Crossland, as he just worked his way around the 707 of Michael Whitaker. Oh, Crossland going to find the wall off turn 2. Crossland finds a little bit of a wall there coming out of turn 2, but it doesn't look like it's going to affect that car too much. Michael Whitaker had to check up. That's now going to put 3 cars into this battle, because here comes Danny Valenzuela in that beat-up 04 machine. Michael Whitaker, though, hanging right there, right to the back bumper. William Crossland. Crossland going to go a little bit higher than Michael Whitaker. He's going to leave the inside open now. Here comes Whitaker. Off turn number 2, there goes side by side down Thunder Alley. Looks like Crossland in the outside lane, though, having a little bit of the advantage. Side by side into turns 3 and 4. Danny Valenzuela right behind them saying, hey, who's going to go quicker? I'll follow you. At the line, give it to Michael Whitaker right now for that position. William Crossland, though, going to drive her into the corner real high. He's going to run the high line, the Kyle Larson line, and he's going to lose a lot of ground. A lot of ground to Michael Whitaker. That allowed Danny Valenzuela then to bring the 04 into the mix. Danny Valenzuela going to go side by side down the backstretch for that 10th spot, as he'll get it from William Crossland. So now Crossland going to lose 2 positions in a lap and a half. That'll put him now outside the top 10 looking in. Skylar Brown still out front here. Craig Schwartz is second, but look in the picture. Here comes Cody Levitt. Here comes Tim Smith. Cody Levitt now within the striking distances. Oh, here comes Craig Schwartz to the inside. Timmy Valenzuela back down pit road in the 05, but at the line, still going to be Skylar Brown, but here comes Craig Schwartz. He has the inside preferred line. He's going to make the pass in turn 1 as Skylar Brown kind of pulled over, said, I won't go side by side because here comes the 38 of Cody Levitt. It's just about to be a 3-car battle here at the front in just a couple of moments. Levitt really, like we were saying, it's a short track here, but with how these cars are, they really break the wind. And here comes Skylar Brown. Is he going to look to the inside on Craig Schwartz? He's going to put the fender there at the line. It's going to be Schwartz, but they're going to swap positions once again here. Last time by, it was Craig Schwartz doing the same thing to Skylar Brown. Now it's Brown back out front over Schwartz, and Cody Levitt right there, about a half-car length back now off Schwartz. So it's a 3-car battle, 3 different teams here at the front of this one. And how about the old rivalry? Because right now, Craig Schwartz used to be a teammate with Cody Levitt. No teammate no more. Look at Schwartz to the back bumper of the 73 off turn 4. So 2 ex-teammates and a dirt track driver at the front. Tim Smith still kind of lurking back there in the 4th spot, about a little over a half-second back behind these guys, about a tractor-trailer length. So he should be still getting the little bit of a draft from those guys, too. There you see we're going to come see 70 laps right here at the line, so 69 laps already in the book. Schwartz has led 29, Brown has led 21, Levitt's 18, and Valenzuela has led 1, so only 4 lead changes here tonight. I say lead changes, really what I mean is only 4 different drivers have led. We've had numerous lead changes. Let's see if Craig Schwartz can get to the back bumper here of Skylar Brown. He seems to be getting through turns 4 a lot better as Brown had a wiggle. Here comes Schwartz. He's going to throw it to the inside. Now what's Cody Levitt going to do? Because here comes Craig Schwartz to the inside on Brown into turn 1. Cody Levitt looks like he's going to try and fill the hole. The groove is starting to move up a little bit for these drivers. Craig Schwartz with a big wiggle. Skylar Brown into the outside wall. Skylar Brown with heavy right front damage on the 73. Hard-nosed racing at the front of this one. He was able to gather it up, but he's going to not only lose the lead or second or third, he's now shown that he is in 4th position at the tail of this little front breakaway. How things can change in the blink of an eye. Anything can happen when you're out on the racetrack battling it out, and right now Skylar Brown in that 73 machine finds himself now 4th from the lead. And Cody Levitt into the outside wall coming off turn number 2. Levitt was just into the outside wall. So now he'll lose his spot. Now here comes Craig Schwartz because he's going to take it. So Schwartz back to the point. Now here comes Tim Smith. It looks like Levitt's going to be able to find his way in between those 2 cars, though, and hang on to 2nd place right now. But the question is how much damage was done to the 38. It doesn't look like that much on our screen, but you never know what happens if the tires are heated up now, or maybe even something underneath the car is a little bit of bent. So it's a 3-car breakaway once again at the front of this one. Skylar Brown right now is the 4th place guy. He finds himself 1 second back off these 3 drivers here. Coming to complete the 30th lap. These guys have been out there on these tires, wondering who's going to be the first one to pit. Jason Dobbs was down pit road a handful of laps ago, but he has a lot of damage on Vols Nation's number 985, so he's shown 15th. Here comes Tim Smith now to the inside on Cody Levitt. Timmy Smith bringing the Aquaholic 000 machine to the inside here to take away the 2nd spot from Cody Levitt. So with Schwartz out front, Smith in 2nd, Levitt is 3rd, and falling even farther behind the pace. Now Skylar Brown is now 1.6 seconds back behind your leaders there. You see him with a bunch of right front damage. Maybe you see Skylar Brown be the first one to hit pit road from this point on. He could make it on fuel. So it's going to be interesting to see when Skylar Brown comes down pit road, or who will be the first of your leaders to come down. Let's check back up front here because it's been one heck of a battle. And you see these guys are starting to skate around a little bit. That really starts to play into the favor of Craig Schwartz or Tim Smith or even Skylar Brown if he can get that car back underneath him. These dirt track boys, they don't mind being sideways at all. As there's Tim Smith. He's now to the back bumper of the 02 there down the backstretch. He's going to show the fender. Schwartz going to give him the inside lane here going into 3. So into turn 3, they're going to go side by side. Schwartz to the outside, and the highlighter yellow Aquaholic machine is going to be the inside. That's going to be Timmy Smith at the line. Give it to Tim Smith. He'll be the 5th driver here to lead a lap here tonight from Rockingham. But as those two cut, contact! A little bit of a bump there from Schwartz to the left rear of Tim Smith. Cody Levitt had to hit the brakes there real quick, throw the parachute out the back. Otherwise, he was going to run over that yellow machine right in front of him. Well, we're going to stay under green flag conditions. Those drivers able to really show car control here from this little bumpy short track. 77 laps in the book here. Only a handful closing in on the 20 to go marker. Look at how close Craig Schwartz is to the back bumper there on Timmy Smith. Craig Schwartz did this for numerous laps up right behind the 73, just kind of really following in the tire tracks, and there you see it doing the same thing again. Cody Levitch is kind of the guy hanging out here. He did catch the outside wall a handful of laps ago, but he's been able to hang there ever since. Down into the corner they go. Smith, Schwartz, Levitt, your top three. Skylar Brown is fourth. Cole Dave runs fifth. Jamie Leach is sixth. Orlando Rivera seventh. Colton Farrell right now hangs on to the 8th spot. Mac Rebelny is 9th, and Michael Whitaker rounds out the top 10 as they're running right now. Nobody has elected to come down pit road just yet. Your leaders going to come by once again. They're going to stay out there. It's always a strategy play. When are you going to see your first green flag pit stop? I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but this has been one heck of an exciting race here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Only 2 races to go. This race this week here at Rockingham, and the next week at Pocono. And if this is any indication of to show what's going to come next week at Pocono, oh boy, I can't wait. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because now we're under the 20, or getting the 20 to go here this time by. So 20 laps to go. Still talking about pit strategy, and there it is. Skylar Brown has thrown the 73 down pit road. He will be the first guy to come down. So Skylar Brown, the first leader here tonight to come down pit road. Let's go back live here to your leaders, though, because it's still Smith, Schwartz, Levitt. Now it's Cole Day going to take over the 4th spot, and Orlando Rivera silently coming to the front here, rounds out the top 5. Let's see where he is, as he's battling out there with Jason Dobbs. Dobbs kind of off the pace, though. He is shown 6 laps down, does have the newer tires than Rivera, but that is not a battle for position. So as Skylar Brown finishes up his pit stop, here comes Jamie Leach. He'll hand over the 7th position, and he'll come down for his final pit stop of the evening. Out front, still Tim Smith, though. Looks like Doug Ungari has spun around the 00 as he came onto pit road. Hot and heavy for Ungari going around. No yellow flag being thrown, though, for Doug Ungari as he got her under control and around, or away he went. Colton Farrell also coming down in the 62 machine as you see a cloud coming over the track here. Still waiting for your leaders. Looks like your top 3 going to stay out. Here comes Cole Day. What's his plan off turn 4? He stays out. Orlando Rivera, he's going to stay out. Let's see. Then you got 2 teammates back here for your 7th and 8th position. Mac Robelny and Danny Valenzuela. And I believe they're going to bring along... That is the wrong car. Josiah Millen, though, is going to be that 3rd party there for that trade, and they're going to come down pit road. Timmy Smith kind of got a wiggle there as he lost the 2nd position and the lead, actually. He was the leader there last time by. So Tim Smith making a wiggle off turn number 4 and losing the lead to Craig Schwartz, Cody Levitt. Now it's Timmy Smith. Orlando Rivera is going to hit pit road in the 54 machine. So they're going to leave, it looks like, 6 drivers out there still have yet to make their final pit stop. Here comes Timmy Smith. He's well off the pace. He's going to bring the 000 machine down. He'll take his last pit stop right here. Right in front of him, the newcomer, the 99 there of Daryl Calder, as he comes down pit road also. So now that leaves 4 gentlemen out there. Schwartz, Levitt, Day, and Whitaker right now. Your only 4 drivers who are still out there who have yet to pit. As here comes Craig Schwartz, here comes Cody Levitt. Levitt doesn't want to leave sight of that. Oh, as he locks him up coming into pit road. Cole Day, though, going to stay out there. He's going to lead a lap, and I'm probably expecting to see the number 37 there of Day down pit road next time by. He doesn't want to give up that much time. So all your leaders, except for now Cole Day, have been down pit road. Actually, Michael Whitaker also has yet to bring the 707 machine down pit road. So it's Day and Whitaker that we're waiting on to come down pit road yet. Cole Day actually staying out there. He's not coming down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we have a little bit of an issue here. We'll be right back with you to bring you the rest of this one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, you're seeing exactly what we're seeing here. Error 504 from iRacing.com. iRacing has just crashed here with the 13 laps to go in the Salt Flat IROC Series race here from Rockingham. Stay with us momentarily. We'll see if we can work through our 504 error here with iRacing to try and bring you the rest of this one here live. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That is the battle right now. Craig Schwartz and Cody Levitt. I believe our timing and scoring a little bit jumbled here, but that is the battle shown on track, as it looks like we got 4 laps to go here for the Salt Flat IROC Series here from the Rock, and it's going to come down to these 2 drivers, I'm being told. They run nose to tail for the race win here. Off the corner here on turn 4, it's going to be Craig Schwartz still holding down the top spot. Levitt's there right on the back bumper. Who's going to do it here? 1 lap to go or 2 laps to go here as they come down Thunder Alley. Off turn 4, it's still going to be Craig Schwartz out front here of Cody Levitt. 1 lap to go here from the Rock. Out front, down the backstretch one final time. Schwartz has the spot. Levitt here just kind of lurking in the background. Let's see how they get through turns 3 and 4 here. Schwartz going to hold off. Can he hold down the bottom lane? Here comes Levitt. He's going to get to the back bumper. Can he get there? Contact between the 2. Craig Schwartz going to cross the line first here, though. Craig Schwartz going to hang on here from the Rock and going to win once again. Cole Day going to come home third, it looks right now, with Jamie Leach shown in 4th, Orlando Rivera 5th, with Tim Smith 6th. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a heck of a race we saw here tonight for the Salt Flat IROC Series. Craig Schwartz, though, how about that man out front, winning another one here for these guys. We're going to step away. We're going to bring you your post-race interviews here, brought to you by Team McMullen, your premier VA lender loan, and Craig Schwartz, your winner. Well, welcome back here to Rockingham, ladies and gentlemen. 100 laps in the books here for the Salt Flat IROC Series. A little bit of technical difficulties there at the end, and we got to apologize for that. iRacing kind of going down on the server side of things, but we got her back up and running here with 5 to go, and you saw as Cody Levitt and Craig Schwartz battled it out coming off turn 4. Schwartz, though, able to hang on with that highlighter yellow O2 machine as you see him in victory lane with Levitt there second. Day is third. I did get a word in here with your third place finisher here today of Cole Day. Cole, a third place finish, not bad for yourself in points as it's coming down to the wire here.
Yeah, I'm really glad I could somehow manage third. I'm really glad Colton ran a few there on the backstretch because I definitely struggled pretty much all night.
Yeah, all night struggle for you in the 37. But tell us about those struggles. How was the track out there? What was kind of making it a little difficult for you out there?
Definitely the sun coming in and out quite a bit kind of affected track temperature, so it would affect how hard you could drive into the corners. And some guys were just able to pick up on that a little bit faster and make up some ground. But I really just seemed to struggle with overdriving the corners and end up pushing up to the middle of the track and end up losing a lot of time. Just made a lot of small mistakes like that throughout the whole race and just struggling to find the fast pace like Cody and Craig had all night.
But a third place car for you tonight. We know you were running fourth there at the end, and then a little bit of gas issues, I believe I heard over the comm there for Colton Farrow. But a third place finish all in all with the point standings coming down to the way they are. I mean, you came into tonight only 26 points out of your points lead behind Jamie Leach, and I believe showing 14 points back from Cody Levitt. So you're now going to be in the thick of things here coming down to the end at Pocono.
Yeah, it should be a great race. Hope everyone comes out because I'm sure it's going to be an exciting one for a three-way battle for the points lead in the last race of the season.
Yeah, well, hey, Cole, tonight a third place finish, though. Who do you got to thank, though, with that 37 machine?
Definitely got to thank my teammates. They helping me learn the track whenever I was struggling. They definitely helped me out and kind of pick up some speed in the beginning to the middle of the race, which really helped me out. You up in the booth I'm sure you did a great job managing all the technical difficulties that we had here tonight. Also want to thank Sim Racing Studios, Next Level Racing, Team McMullen, Little V Books, and Jordan Hen Racing for sponsoring us and allowing us to put on a great show for everyone.
Well, there you heard it from your third place finisher tonight. Cole Day, part of that Deeper Darker Do team, coming home in the third spot with a 37. I also got a word in here with the bearded wonder, the Las Vegas native, Cody Levitt. A second place finish, almost a win there coming out of turn number 4.
Oh man, almost had him, huh?
Almost had him, my friend, but, you know, close only counts, and I guess what they say, horseshoes and hand grenades here tonight. But a second place finish, like your teammate said, it's, you know, coming down to the end, and a second place finish is pretty much a win at this point because you need all the points you can to run down Jamie Leach.
I mean, that's true for sure. Got a little ways to go to catch him.
Tell us about tonight's races. You battled inside your top 5 with Craig Schwartz, Timmy Smith, and Skylar Brown there for a long while. Did you have a car that was capable of winning here tonight?
I think I did. I felt like on the longer run, I fell back like a second or two, or not 2 seconds, but like 1.5 seconds almost to Skylar and Craig up there, and I got back up there. So I had the track down after a little bit. I had Craig off of 4 every lap. I just couldn't make it happen, you know.
What did you need here in the closing laps to get around that machine out front? I mean, it's highlighter yellow. You couldn't miss it, that's for sure.
I just needed him to mess up. He doesn't do that very much.
Well, second place finisher here tonight for you, Cody. Who helps you out on the 38 machine?
Definitely Cole Day, Jamie Leach, my Deeper Darker Do teammates, and Craig helps out a lot too. I'd like to thank Sim Racing Studios, Next Level Racing, Little V's Books, Jordan Head Racing, and Team McMullen as well for helping sponsor this race. I want to thank you up in the booth and everyone else that helps put on this league, because this is the most fun I've had in a long time.
Well, there you heard it from Cody Levitt calling this night just one of those fun ones. Not able to take the win here tonight because that man right there in that highlighter yellow car, the 02 here of Craig Schwartz, the Ginger, once again taking home the victory. Craig, how did you hold off the strong charging Cody Levitt there at the end of this one?
Oh, but it was hard. I knew getting into 1 and 2 that I was faster through that corner, but when we come out of 4, I just get a little loose, and with the draft, Cody would just get a good run, get right back up to me. And I mean, I knew I had just hold it low in that last corner. I mean, maybe I could have run a little faster through there, and it would have been an issue either way. But I didn't want to take the risk of pushing up, and I knew I could just have him bump me to the line like we did. So it was just making sure I hit the last lap right and just got through it clean.
And clean you did as your little buddy there of Cody Levitt deciding he's going to try and back out of the screen on us. But hey, you know, Craig, you didn't run a full season here with the Salt Flat IROC series, but you've been in victory lane numerous times. Could you imagine the what-if possibility right now going into only 1 week left here for the Salt Flat IROC series? If you would have ran all season long, do we think we would have seen not just the Deeper Darker Do team, you know, of Levitt, Day, and Leach in the championship hunt? You could have probably inserted yourself there yet, too.
Yeah. I was talking to Cole the other day, and he was looking through stats. I didn't even realize, but out of the 6 races I've run, I wrecked myself in the first one, but I haven't been out of the top 5 since. So it would have been nice to run for the points again, especially after winning it last year. It was fun to win it last year. Just wasn't able to this year with my schedule. Hopefully next season we can come back and we can run the full schedule and then show these boys what we got.
Well, just so you know, Craig, I heard there's a P. Oh, can't tell you the big secrets for next year, buddy. Sorry. Gonna have to tune in next year for that one. But hey, tonight, Craig, though, you're the winner here from Rockingham. Congratulations on that. Who do you got to thank, though, that helps you out there with the O2?
Oh, definitely thank all those guys on Deeper Darker Do. You know, I was on the team at the start of the season, and just because I couldn't be around, definitely had to leave. But we were all still helping each other out, and you know, they especially tonight, I only had like 18 laps of practice, I think, coming into the race. So Cody really helped me with the line, Just always great talking to those guys. And then just thank like MaxSpeedTV for putting on the league and everybody that helps out the league. Sim Racing Studios, Next Level Racing, Team McMullen, Little V's Books, and Jordan Hen Racing. It's sponsors like that. They're the ones that keep the series going, keep it good, get our name out there, and it makes it more fun each week.
Well, there you heard it. Once again, your winner, Craig Schwartz. It comes down to the what-if category with Craig Schwartz, but hey, he's not worried about this year anymore. He's looking forward to already next year, even though we got one race left coming up here for the Salt Flat IROC series for the first season. We're going to round out the season next week at Pocono, but that's next week. This week, Craig Schwartz bringing home the victory here from the Rock. Cody Levitt right there on the tail. Tried to give him a little nudge coming off turn 4. Not able to do it, though. He comes home in your second spot. Cole Day going to round out your top 3. How about Jamie Leach rallying for a 4th place finish? How about the man who finished 5th here tonight, Orlando Rivera? What a run he had in the closing stages. Coming home in your 6th position, though, Timmy Smith. 7th was going to be the number 4 of Mackerel Belney. Colton Farrow hanging on, running out of gas for an 8th place finish. Michael Whitaker is 9th, and Danny Valenzuela rounds out the top 10. The rest of your timing and scoring scrolling across the top here tonight. But as we were talking, only one more race here. One more race to decide who's going to win it, and it's going to come down to 3 teammates. It's going to be the battle between Jamie Leach, Cody Levitt, and Cole Day. Next week, they're going to go in. They're only going to be separated by, if I'm calculating it right, under 20 points is the points gap from 1st to 3rd. You're going to have to tune in next week, though, to find out what happens at Pocono International Raceway for this season finale. But tonight, Craig Schwartz hangs on for the win, and we got to thank all of our sponsors here tonight for Salt Flat IROC Series. Sim Necessities. Anybody needs a button box or any kind of sim necessity, head on over. Talk to Macro Belney. He can definitely hook you up. Got some great button boxes over there. Got one sitting next to me myself, and certainly like the brake dial. How about your post-race interview sponsor, the Team McMullen, your premier VA lender? Head on over and talk to Timmy Valenzuela. I heard he's got some great loan offers that he can help anybody out, not just VA loans, but any kind of loan. Next Level Racing, they got your sim rig needs. Anybody needs a seat, a wheel stand, anything like that, head on over to Next Level Racing. Elfod Motorsports, a garage out of the Vermont area. Anybody needs some work done, head on over to Elfod Motorsports. Little V Books, you find them over there on Amazon.com. Some interesting children books right there. And the Jordan Hen Racing Team out of the Northeast Modified Series. Head on over to Jordan Hen Racing on Facebook and look at their team. They got one heck of a beautiful car coming into the opening season in the Pennsylvania Modified region. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here tonight from Rockingham. Craig Schwartz is your winner once again. Cody Levitt 2nd, Cole Day 3rd. Next week, the season finale from Pocono right here on MaxSpeedTV, Wednesday night racing. Catch you next week from Pocono International, ladies and gentlemen.